me like, girl, but no one bag a man a call to me. You understand? That's not a goal. My Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shantanaredman, where I produce beauty, fashion, lifestyle, motherhood content here on my page. If these are the content that you love, definitely feel free to go ahead and check out my previous video to get to know me a little bit. Thank you so much for coming back. This is the very first time. Remember to like this video, comment and subscribe, and stay tuned. So let's get into the video. So in this video, I want to share my Tober glow era with 4 months of locked in. I would say it should have started September 1st, but sometimes we match dates and said, oh, it has to start the 1st, and if it don't start, we're not doing it. But hear me out. It's happening today, September 6th. I'm recording this one, and hopefully I can edit it out so I can get it up soon. So the Tober glow up era that I came up with, I'm saying that since it's the last 4 months of the year, why not locked in and focus on yourself? Because it's so easy to be worrying about mom, being a wife, being a daughter, being a mother, being a friend, being a corporate body, and sometimes we totally forget about ourselves. I'm talking from experience because I do have crash out days, I burnt out days, and as much as I don't come on the internet sharing that side, I do have my mental breakdown. So thank you for my little community that listen to me when I vent and try to encourage me. I appreciate y'all. But really and truly, I come to realize if we're not focusing on ourselves, sometimes it gets so overwhelming, it gets so burdensome that we're so angry, we're so miserable. It's like we can't find peace. And I've come to realization, if I'm not taking care of myself, the crash out is going to come, whether it's going to be in parenthood, in marriage, in friendship, just everything on a whole. Because it's so important for us to pour into ourselves, because if we don't pour into ourselves, we can pour into other baskets and other cups. Like, it don't make no sense. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Girly that love to write in my journals. Like, I have journals back to back to back, and sometimes they're filled but they're not action. And some of the people who know me knows me. I'm gonna write, I'm gonna plan, but sometimes life just get carried away. Like, I'll start for 2 days or so forth and it just won't work out. So what I did during my free time, I actually went ahead and write down the focus areas that I want. It's not as big, but just these are the focus points for me, and I think everybody should incorporate these areas: fitness, spiritual, skin and health, savings, marriage, motherhood. And this may varies because each of us are at different stages of our lives, and we are focusing on different goals in our life, so it might be different. For fitness, for me, I try my best to do like an hour walking. I really want to incorporate like a 30-minute workout and then a 1 hour walk, but sometimes it just don't get happen. So to be honest, I do the 1 hour workout and I'm good. I try to eat less, like a cup of rice with my meat and my veggie. The late eating, Jamaican is known for that. I was big on that. Okay, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I'm eating up this big plate of dumpling and rice. I cut it out. So while the scale may not be dropping drastically, the clothes are fitting. Okay, cut that. The clothes are fitting now. So whether it be for you, I know sometimes we can't make it to the gym, but we can actually walk. If the community is safe, you can do some walking. A girlfriend of mine actually walked around in the house and she's clocking the 16,000, the 20, the 21,000 steps within the house. So I'm just saying, let's focus on workout. So find a routine that can work for you and that fits you. So whether that's going to be a 30-minute walk, a 1 hour walk, a 30 minutes Joe with Glow, I love her, gym and juice, whichever activity that you're comfortable with, even skipping, move for an hour and just take it slowly by gradually doing it. Like, get your body used to you going for the 30-minute walk, going for the 1 hour walk, working out for 30 minutes, walking for 1 hour, depending on what you can manage. So I'm not going to say go walk, like not everybody can go walk, but whatever you're comfortable with, get it done. So I say go sign up for a gym member and get a trainer. I feel like the internet is just so loose and free in a sense where anything you want, put it up on the internet and you find it. I'm not even kidding. Anything, any workout, any exercise, if you tell them that you're 220 and you want minimal workout, you want excess workout, you want some hardcore intense workout, I think the internet will tell you. So working on the fitness. Spiritually, for me, I'm struggling in this area in terms of like reading my Bible, keeping abreast, trying to remember the scriptures, who said what and he said what. But I found I'm going to leave her name here on the screen or up here. I found her YouTube videos in terms of studying really good. And if you don't know my Bible app or the Bible app, I'm going to leave the one up here that I currently use, or I leave the link down below where you can download. They prompt you a scripture per day, which I normally read the scripture sometimes, not all the time. Let me testify. Hello. And it gives you the scripture. I normally read the entire chapter, and it will give like a 1 minute or minute and add where somebody like explaining the scriptures with scenario, and then it gives you like a brief little discussion reading along with a prayer for the day, which I feel like that's good for somebody just starting. But the Bible study with her name, I can't remember her name out of my head, she actually breaks this down each chapter per verse with you, highlight, give you some backstory stuff that you're not seeing when you're reading it. So I feel like that's also a good start, having our prayers, whether you're on your way to work, coming back from work, on lunch, you're tidying up, your cleaning, you spend a little time to talk with God, sit with him, read the word and try apply it, make a little notes and so forth. Because I feel like drawing closer to God, I feel like every aspect on the glow up place can actually fall into place if you surrender everything to him. And I know Christianity may not run for everybody because everybody have their own belief or religion purposes, but I feel like we gotta be real and fair with God because he have pivoted for us in so many ways. So I feel like giving back to him, it's supposed to be an obligation. It's not like, oh, I don't feel like, no, it has to be. Because if he was supposed to turn the cards around and do it based on how he feel, I know a lot of us would suffer. Next on the list is skin and health. And when I talk about skin and health, it comes with two categories. So skin, as in buy your skincare products, buy stuff that works for us, and not because the influencer said, oh, get this, get that, because each of our skin types differ. So seek assistance from dermatology, or you can put it in AI or Meta and ask them, chat GP, tell them the skin type that you have and see if the recommendations kind of somewhat match or align with the current situation that you have, and work on your skincare. I started and I stopped, but I did stack up back to make sure that I'm being consistent every single day. I'm using my sunscreen and washing my face and keeping it clean as much as possible. I also need to purchase some vitamin as we speak for my prenatals, because postpartum hair loss is still affecting me in so many ways. So I need to get my prenatals, I need to get my vitamins, and I need to get my woman 1 a day pills to stock up. So make sure that you're working on your skin, both internal, because what you eat also affect your outward appearance along with inside. So your vitamins, working on your skincare, you're creating a shower routine with your favorite products, and not just because they're trending, but because they're actually helping for your skin. We need to see that, because we're supposed to be able to go out today and like, here what, we're just going to put on 2 lash, or even if we don't want to put on a lash, the skin is supposed to be glowing. So these spots in my face, I need them to be removed, and just leave the little warts, the little warts that are in my face. So we're taking our vitamins, creating a skincare routine, the lotions that we're using, the body wash and the soap, even down to the oral, getting our clean teeth. As we speak, I need to get my teeth clean and make sure we're doing our regular checkup, because every part plays a part in terms of the glow up of becoming Earth. Next is savings. Yes, we need to talk about savings. Okay, so it can't be every day on Amazon buying skincare product, buying hair, buying the latest design, buying the trendy makeup company. We need to save. So whether we're gonna take out a savings where every month it go directly to our salary, if we can control our savings, where we say if we put on $10,000 there, it not touch no matter what. Find some saving, investment account, partner savings with the bank or with the credit union at your workplace. Well, my workplace, they do take out a portion and put it towards savings at the end of the year. You get that one as well, so we can put it down. Even if it's like a $500 here and there, we put it down, because we need to make sure for rainy days we're prepared. And we know sometimes life gets the best of us where the car broke down and we never plan for the car insurance due, we never even plan for it. Hospital bill might come in, but at least have a small little savings for emergency. Even when birthday coming up, when Christmas coming up, we can have something to rally back on and don't have to trouble the official emergency saving as well. Next on the list is marriage. I know it might be a lot of you may not be married, but I'm speaking because I'm married. So whether in a relationship or married, it's also important to spend time knowing each other, getting to know our partner, because sometimes we get carried away. As I said, life is life and I want to be able that we're not falling off shape in terms of we're getting to hate our partner, we're not liking them, we're not spending time. It's just so much going on, but we need to fall on track to make sure that each parties are okay, each party expressing their love language, because sometimes it does feel like the love is off, we're not feeling it. And sometimes moments like these when things creep in, person walk out, people walk in, and you really don't want that. So marriage for everybody look different, and everybody philosophy in how they want to treat their partner, how they want to love their partner may differ. So what worked for me may not work for you, and what worked for you may not work for me. But the general understanding of appreciating them for who they are, encouraging them, being there for them, trying to meet them both ways, right? Because sometimes what my partner want, I may not want it, but we have to compromise at the end of the day, because we two become one, we're joined. So whatever affect one, affect each other, uplift each other in every shape and way. Spend quality time, romance, go out and date. Don't let the sparks die out, because I feel like so many people are married but they're single and they're definitely not happy. So that little bitter feeling and that discomfort just drop. So whatever you need to work on, talk with your partner, discuss. If you feel like, hey, I talk enough, I do enough, and I'm not feeling anything, if you need to leave, you leave, move on, get some healing. And I feel like even sometimes we're hurt and we don't talk about it, and that vengeance just continue to carry, and it build and it build and it just. So we need to make sure we're working on the relationship with our partners along with our marriage. Motherhood as well. Baby girl is basically like 14 months now, and it's a learning curve, because it's one thing to raise your little cousins or your little sister, but when that child becomes yours, like they either cut you out or you push it out, that child become yours. So the whole responsibility of making sure that their health is good, they're eating good, they're being taken care of, you're trying to teach them right from wrong, you're educating them. It's just so much. You're being for them, you're being there for them like 24 hours. It's not like when you're single and you don't have a child to worry about. You can go party and come back in 3 o'clock in the morning and we'll give it up. But there's supposed to be a portion, like you're a mom, but also you are an individual. Like you are you and I. You understand what I'm saying? So not because you're a mom, like the world stop, like you can't branch off. Find balance in terms of, all right, she's gonna grow with me and I'm gonna grow with her, but at the same time I need to make sure that I'm taking care of myself. I'm doing my little workout, I'm getting a little break, whether it's to go rub, to get a foot spa, get a facial. And I know sometimes nobody have community. I'm blessed to have a community, which I'm grateful and thankful every single day. But even though there's a community there's a responsibility on me, because at the end of the day, they're not going to blame it on the community. It's going to fall back on me. So we have to try find balance. We have to try work on ourselves mentally, physically, emotional, make sure that we don't go in postpartum depression, that we resent the child, resent the father, resent the mother as well, because things like these do happen. And I realize that when we're not rested, when we're not taking care of ourselves, things like these will continue to bubble up, and that we just see the child and we just hate them and we ball out. We don't want them more pregnant because I'm tired of them. But I feel like a structure, a schedule, or even a routine can fall into place where you're rocking yourself as an individual and you're rocking motherhood as well in the most profound way. Like somebody's supposed to say, no man should make parenthood look like nothing, but it also takes where I say where we have to start working on ourselves, taking care of ourselves. So if we need to seek help, if we need to drop a little, if you need to put up a little. And I know it's hard. I'm saying it like, oh my God, it's easy, 1, 2, 3. No, I'm still struggling. Every day I'm struggling. But at the end of the day, this is what I wanted. And the fact that I wanted it, God blessed me with it. I have to make sure I'm putting in the work. So I'm getting my foot scrub, I'm getting my hair done, I'm going for a walk. When the time comes, we take a little quick trip, whether to the beach, whether to the park. Find things, Abby, that's gonna help us to cope with our inner self, so that when it's time to give our baby girls or our baby boy, whichever the gender may be, the love, it's so pure, it's so relaxed, it doesn't feel forced, like trauma, I forgot to take care of the penny, I'm a camera. No, like you feel happy. And throughout this 1 year that I've learned, it's so important to focus on yourself. Sometimes it's so hard, but really taking care of a little quick pamper here and there, taking a little walk, even to go by the park, take a drive out to go smell the sea. I'm big on that one. Go smell the sea, right? And I know you're gonna come back to it all. And now baby girl have a bubbling personalities all over the place. She want have her own way. When she ready, she flash you, she flag you. But you are the parent and she's a child, or they is a child. So you have to create a little gap. I'm the mother, you're the child. And both of us going to come together to work together to make sure that the upbringing is actually good and ready. Those are the 6 highlights for me. I know everything might differs, but these are like small backups where I'm saying, starting hobbies, whether it's baking. I want to get into baking, but I don't know, sometimes, as I said, time, but I have to squeeze it in. So whether it's going to be on Friday, I'm going to make a pizza, I'm going to make a cake, whether from scratch or use the box one, painting, get some paint, and on Friday can sit down with a glass of wine or a little non-alcohol champagne. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to get too tipsy. Do a little painting, do a little drawing, you can do a little journal. I'm also in the content space. Sometimes I get to produce as much content space, but find something that's going to make you happy. Do your little self-care with at home, do your little press-on nails, do your little pedi, do your little waxing, and find stuff that solely surrounds you and focuses on you as well. If you can take a solo date, whether to go by Starbucks to get a coffee, sit and drink it, go and get your foot done. If you say, alright, I'm gonna put away $5,000 and I'm gonna go by the Chinaman store, or you gonna go by Fontana and get 2 little stuff and come back. Stuff that surrounds you. And in terms of, as I said, these are minor stuff. As I said, it might not apply to you, but you want changes that aligns with you now. So whether you need to continue to go school, you need to start over go to school, you need to shift from the job, because all of these factors actually take into place when it comes on here, baby girl out. These are factors that actually triggers you, and you might not see it. So if you need to say, here, what I need to level up, get a skill, finish up my degree, get a 1 CXC, start a local supervisory course, start the job in the field that you study for, or here, what we're gonna left the admin work and we're gonna try for the accounting post. These things affect you. If you need to let go some of the friends that you have because you no longer serve you in the way that you want them to. And then I learned this hard way. I learned from marriage come down to motherhood. I see the changes, and I used to vent and I was like, you can imagine, we were so close, we were so locked in. But then I realized that as you grow older, different mindset, different perspective, different goals, and these goals, perspective and mindset don't align with the circle that we have. So sometimes we have to break apart. And I know it's hard because we have history, we have bond, we were like this close, but things like these changes as well. And as I said, sometimes we hold on to things, we're not healed from them. So you even just being around a friend, you have a heavy heart, you have so much resentment because something happened, you don't talk about it, you just did it with them. It's like the energy just keep on draining and draining. But if you have to leave, you leave. If you have to break away, you break away. I mean, nothing is wrong with that, because life is life in all honesty, and change is gonna come. changes that you're not even comfortable with. But guess what? If you want better for yourself, things have to take place as well. And pretty much these are my top the 6 that I've mentioned. These are the top stuff that I've come to realize that I need to do it for me. Nobody can do it for me. No matter how I have a community, my husband is here, my mom is here, my sister is here, my girlfriends are here, my male friends, I don't want to say boyfriends, my male friend are here, and they will listen and they will encourage and they will help out. I have to show up for me in order for me to really give my uttermost best for it. And I want everybody to get this chance to just lock in for these past 4 months, whether it's just one thing out of it you can manage to take on, or these things that I mentioned, you've been locked in on them already, and there's just something that is lingering. Like, you know what it is, you're not saying it, but you know exactly what it is. I encourage you to take that bold step from September down to December. And I know they said sometimes these changes are supposed to be a lifestyle, but I said you have to start somewhere first to get used to the changes that you have to do, the sacrifice that you have to make up for. Gradually, like, it's take your time, and I feel like 4 months is good enough to lock in. Like, I want to look like Jada Kingdom naturally, okay? Lock it. I want to have big body, big butt. I want to have slim belly. I want my titty to be lift, like you see me like, girl, but no one a bag man a call to me. You understand? That's not a goal. My husband is here for that. Okay, but I want to lose the weight. I want to feel comfortable. I want my skin to be flourishing. My hair is growing back. I'm locked in with my faith. Career wise, I'm blooming. Motherhood, hey, me anger that. I'm locked in. Like them, I said, no, man, I definitely want my baby. Because Chantel, Uncle Banker, that marriage, how to love my husband more. Like, we're locked in so much. Next thing you hear, I'm have pushing out babies year after year after year. Like, baby 1, baby 2, baby 3, number 4. I'm like, hello. I want it all, and I just want persons to be happy, to be comfortable, and to be content with their space, and knowing that, listen to me, it not work out, no means it can't work out. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, so pretty much this is the Tober glow up era, and I really want y'all to be intentional and to lock in and just focus on yourself. I know it's hard, I know it's challenging, because I am struggling. I'm not going to come here and tell, like, oh my god, I figured it out. Like, hello. So hopefully at the end of each month I can give an update to see how far I'm going and the progress that I'm making. Definitely check out my shorts on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram as well, where I'll be sharing live short form content over there, and also YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.